Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara, coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And today I have for you, as promised, my third and last completed glue book. I completed this over the last couple of months. This one actually didn't take me long to do at all. I started it in February and I finished it in probably April. This one was done in a composition book, and you can see it is pretty thick. So that's why I've got a band around it. Whoops, sorry. So yeah, just done in a composition book, and the book itself was painted. Looks like I'm having a little bit of slippage happening here. Well, that's because I put some masking tape over the binding, and it's not sticking. Yeah, I'll have to attach some glue to that when I'm done. So let's go through the flip through the covers. I did all sorts of layers of stencils with Dilutions paints and Stencil Girl stencils. One thing I recommend you always do, oh boy, when you're doing your first couple of flips of a glue book, have some glue handy. There will always be little bits that didn't quite stick down, but after you've given them another couple of treatments of glue, they should stick. I'm going to zoom you in now so that you can see the book we're working on. There we go. All the King's Men. In my glue book I pretty much do single sides. Just the two of us. As you listen to the textures of the natural world, you begin to find layers and peel them away to understand them. And they're very complex and quite beautiful. This one has no words. Figured the Japanese, Chinese writing sufficed. Meet Figaro, Legacy of Love. I am relentless. You. How to nurture yourself. I'd rather be a murderess than a murderer if those are the only choices. Simple pleasures. Stop and see. The spirit of travel. You will probably recognize that at this point in the book there's a lot of National Geographic pictures. Mr. Brightside. Transformer. There's some more Essie. There's often Essie things in my magazine collage. I like it. Looks that inspire a million. Kind of thought this girdle thing here and her star hat made them look like they were from the future. Feel the heat. Chasing waterfalls. We're not called to be victorious, we're called to be wise and strong and kind. To be or not to be, that is the question. The ubiquitous muse. When you're a diva, only best will do. Pink is for girls. Flower Child. Now, I started combining elements from several magazines in here. We've got an old cloth, paper, and scissors for some of the textured backgrounds. And this is from an archaeology magazine. and just a fashion mag. I am not sympathetic. I mean, I am not synthetic. Big difference. The Trap. Things get messy. The Simple Life. What's it all about? I swear I really don't know. No matter how much life you've never lived it like this. Discover the magic. In the mood for love. She's a smooth operator. Embrace the delicious duality of femininity. I love this quote. I couldn't wait to use it somewhere. I still hope one day to have a deep conversation with the chair I am sitting on. Here, see, Back to the Future. This is just a pieced together object which looks like a robot to me. Eyes, this snoot, neck, ear type thing on his head. The timing of your actions at work could be the secret to success. Major magnetism. An appetite for more. Looks like it could do with a glue. Oh, the places they'll go. With that in mind, start the journey. Lots of National Geographic backgrounds in this book. I love this one. She's wearing this octopus's sort of like a piece of jewelry, but then it also looks like it might be crawling up her, and the words say, what happens at the lake stays at the lake. Make it your own. That, now this. We're going to support the arts by drinking free champagne. Woman's work. Never underestimate the power of color. I took a big gulp and said, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Like that one. And this one here doesn't have a title. There are words on it. This little box says our harness. But for me not to actually add some words is rare, because I usually, most of my collages, I feel like I need to have a face and I need to have words. So I did accomplish it here, though not in my usual way. And then if we move over to the other page, it's really not a person picture, but I managed to include the face here. And again, face is added in here. This one says a busy place in the autumn. All of us who call Canada home come together in a spirit of discovery, friendship, respect. Art is an extension of creation itself. And this is a quote from Ellen Montgomery, the author of the Anne of Green Gables books and many others. "I wonder what it would be like to live in a world where it was always June." I find pictures of people walking away where we only see their back quite interesting. They're not as easy to find. Soothing a stressed out soul. Oh, I definitely need some glue on that page. Yeah, nothing to worry about. A couple more flips through this book and the glue will all be holding. Better than a bird's eye view. Almost finished. And here's the last page. Cocktail party in spring. And there's the back. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to glue this down though. I think there's going to be a gap on there. No, actually I don't need the glue, it's still sticky. Put it down like that. I may or may not put something on there. I mean, like a piece of ribbon would work. So that is a composition book, glue book. In this one I didn't necessarily glue all the pages together. I did in some points, and in some parts I didn't. Yeah, usually there's 2 pages glued together, but it wasn't a rule. I just kind of went along and I worked like when you're working a big book like this, start at the front, go to the back, go to the middle, then continue on to the front, go to the back, and work on each side of the middle. And that's the way I worked until I was almost done. Then I went forward to the back. And we can see that the binding here is in really good shape. This somewhere around here would be my staples, because composition books only stapled together. Somewhere around here, and you can see it's quite a natural shape to it. So if you take care on how you put together your glue books out of a composition book, you can end up with a book that's nice and sound and doesn't cause you any problems. And thank you for joining me for this look at my last finished glue book for the time being. Bye!